The most requested note compilation in my YouTube channel is coconut, and I have done like 2 to 3 videos about coconut fragrances. However, today's video is kind of like different because the coconut fragrances that I'll be talking about today are affordable. Today, I gathered 7 affordable coconut dominant fragrances that I will highly recommend for all the coconut scent lovers out there like me. Starting off with a coconut fragrance that to me leans more on the gourmand side. So, yeah, basically, this is not like your typical summer coconut scent. This is called Coco Blanco by Gulf Orchid. Basically, this smells like toasted coconut flakes in butter. Very buttery, coconutty, and sweet. I will say this is somehow giving Bianco Latte vibes, but it is not a dupe of it. I'm just saying that if you are into like sweet and thick textured gourmands, then you will definitely love Coco Blanco. This is very similar to Teodoro Scalotini's creme brulee, the extra de parfum concentration. And all I can say is that yes, they are extremely similar. This is a kind of coconut scent that I will imagine myself wearing when it's kind of like colder outside because of the gourmand and buttery facet of it. It is a beautiful coconut scent that is also very affordable, and I highly recommend it if the sound of a toasted coconut flakes in butter drizzled with caramel sounds appealing to you. Once again, Coco Blanco by Gulf Orchid. I find this fragrance to be feminine leaning with moderate projection. All right, now let's talk about an affordable Zara perfume, Secret Hideaway. Guys, if you are looking for a summer scent to bring with you on your summer holiday, highly recommend you Secret Hideaway. This to me definitely smells like, yes, a summer vacation. This perfume smells like a concoction of coconut and tropical white flower. So it definitely gives that suntan lotion vibes. However, not too much on the synthetic side. It smells like a perfect suntan lotion that is scented with coconut. Yeah, that is the scent of Secret Hideaway. It is also floral, and the kind of floral that I get from here is like jasmine. So I'm talking about jasmine, suntan lotion with coconut scent, and yeah, just like warm vanilla. There's something about it that feels very warm and tropical, and I think a lot of you will enjoy this fragrance, especially yeah, if you're looking for an affordable suntan lotion, coconut floral kind of scent. Once again, Secret Hideaway by Zara. I find this fragrance to be feminine leaning. Performance wise, I'll say it's good. It lasted me around 4 to 6 hours with moderate projection. All right, next up is my favorite coconut dominant scent from the Middle Eastern market, and this is Coconut Lagoon by Paris Corner. What can I say? This is the most refreshing coconut water and lemon combo of my dreams. This is the type of coconut scent that I crave when it's very hot outside, as the kind of coconut in here is more of like, you know, a coconut water, so it feels refreshing. This to me smells like as if you are having watermelon, apple, coconut right in front of the beach. I love this perfume so much to the point that this is in my top 3 favorite coconut fragrances in my collection. And yes, that means a lot because it's up there along with other niche fragrances. So, yeah, if you are looking for a long lasting, refreshing coconut water and fruits combo to add in your collection this summertime, then I highly recommend you checking out Coconut Lagoon by Paris Corner. I find this fragrance feminine leaning and very long lasting, as this on me lasts more than 7 hours with moderate projection. All right, speaking of refreshing coconut, I have here Safari Breeze by French Avenue. This also has that refreshing and airy coconut facet with added spearmint and grapefruit. So having said that, it is quite minty, citrusy, and combined with that coconut water feel, it just smells so perfect this summertime. This to me also smells like a tropical holiday. There's something about it that makes me feel like strolling around the beach while watching the waves with the coconut palm trees around me. Yeah, that is the vibe of Safari Breeze. This apparently is duping Tales of Zanzibar. I have actually compared them side by side and they're very similar. I recommend you Safari Breeze if the sound of spearmint, coconut water, and grapefruit combo sounds appealing to you. Once again, Safari Breeze by French Avenue, and I find this fragrance to be unisex. Performance wise, it is moderate as it lasts on me around 4 to 6 hours. All right, another tropical scent, however, make it extremely fruity. Zeena by Khalis. I have featured this fragrance many times in my channel. Zeena by Khalis is the best pina colada scent from the Middle Eastern market, in my humble opinion. So if you are the type who's looking for a realistic pina colada scent that is also affordable, then I highly recommend you checking out Zeena by Khalis. This is pineapple, creamy coconut, sandalwood, and musk. I don't really get chocolate in here because it says it has chocolate in the note breakdown. Yeah, to me, this is a very straightforward pina colada scent. So yeah, if you want to smell like a pina colada this summer, then I highly recommend you Zeena by Khalis. I find this fragrance to be feminine leaning and it lasts on me around 4 to 6 hours with moderate projection. Right now, let's talk about tropical coconut, but make it dark and sexy. Nyla Suede by Arabiyat Prestige. If you love creamy, lactonic, sweet coconut scents, then you will definitely love Nyla Suede. I have featured this fragrance several times in my channel as it is one of my favorites from Arabiyat Prestige because it is just that good. And as far as I know, it is also not duping anything. So it is an original creation. And yeah, basically, this is a sweet vanilla and sweet creamy coconut combo with an underlying leather and musk in the base. It smells tropical because of the ilang ilang nuance dancing in the background, and I just adore it. I love it mainly because I'm into creamy, lactonic, sweet coconut scents. So, yeah, if the sound of my description sounds appealing to you, and basically, if you are looking for like a sweet tropical coconut scent to add in your collection, then I highly recommend you checking out Nyla Suede. Yes, it is quite leathery in the final dry down. However, I find the leather here to be airy and not too animalic. Performance wise, it is amazing as it lasts on me more than 7 hours with strong projection for the first 2 hours until it becomes moderate. Once again, Nyla Suede by Arabiyat Prestige. All right, and last but not the least is my favorite coconut and sandalwood combo from the Middle Eastern market, Musamam White Intense by Lattafa. It's been a hot minute since I've talked about Musamam White Intense. This is one of my favorites from Lattafa until now. To me, this is a sophisticated and creamy sandalwood, coconut, ilang ilang, and mahonial combo. If you have the same taste in fragrances, like you're into creamy sandalwood and creamy coconut, then you're gonna love Musamam White Intense. I love the fact that the creaminess of this fragrance is balanced out by some spices. I think it has some cardamom and cloves as well. However, it retains that creaminess. The ylang ylang in here is just enough to give it like, you know, that tropical nuance. I love this perfume so much. If you watch my channel, you probably know that already. And yeah, I think this is an amazing, elegant, and sophisticated coconut dominant scent from the Middle Eastern market. And not only it smells amazing, but it also lasts for a very long time. This on me lasts more than 8 hours, and yeah, I highly recommend it for all the sandalwood and coconut lovers out there. Once again, Musamam White Intense by Lattafa, and I find this fragrance to be feminine leaning. All right, so that is the video for today, guys. Those are my top recommendations when it comes to affordable coconut fragrances. Now, if you want to discover more coconut fragrances, then I highly recommend you checking out these two videos that I made in the past years. Also, can you suggest me a note compilation that you are curious about? As I would love to know what you actually want to see in my channel. Once again, thank you all so much for watching, guys, and see you on my next one. Bye!